Byron, on the catch you made yesterday, what allowed you to come open on the route the way you did?
When the defender had followed Moon on the route, they just played soft, and I knew my landmark where I needed to be, and once Justin seen it, he just threw the ball up. Eyes to the tuck, caught the ball.
On the touchdown to EQ, you were obviously wide open. How much were you hoping that maybe the progression would get that far to get to you when you were dragging across the?
Nah, it was kind of good that EQ did what he did, because we had showed a run earlier that in the game, and they definitely thought it was run. Between what I seen, their reaction to their defense, they definitely thought it was run. So it was all good.
Were you able to do what you wanted to do as an offensive player, considering the rain and the puddles on the field? And did you enjoy it?
Man, I loved that rain yesterday. It was great. Obviously, I'm from Florida, so we get rain any given time. And I remember growing up playing football in the rain in front of my front door. So it's kind of brought me back to one of them days. So I was actually hyped about the rain. But as far as like a receiver standpoint, not really, because you can slip, you can miss the ball, like drop the ball from the rain, but you can catch it also. But there's no excuses. But it's a lot of as a player, as an offensive player, receiver. Nah, it really wasn't a good standpoint. But for blocking, yeah.
How much attention was paid to EQ's block on the Pettis touchdown? Eberflus has brought it up, I think, yesterday and today again. Sounds like something they would bring up in the meeting.
Oh, man. So basically finish is something that we get coach always put out before every team meeting is finishing. And finishing for the guys around you, not just yourself, you know what I'm saying? So that was great that EQ came through and blocked for Dante on the touchdown.
Given the conditions, what was the best sign you saw for the offense? Not just yourself, but just in general. Was there something the way, whether it's Fields and just the operation of the offense, what was the best sign looking ahead to the, looking down the road?
Me, as personally, Justin Fields being able to extend plays, which we all knew, even though I knew before coming here, he can be able to extend plays with his legs and keeping his eyes downfield, be able to catch guys like Dante on them type of passes and stuff. And that's kind of big because defense always lose receivers once the quarterback get outside the pocket and be able to extend plays.
How would you describe Justin's demeanor in the huddle, especially through the first half of it? As a second-year guy and the leader of the offense, what was his demeanor like as things were struggling in the first half?
I love his composure throughout the game, from the first to the fourth, because he knew it was 4 quarters we had to play, not just no one half. And I like how he handled himself, kind of like the guy where I left from, like Pat Mahomes. He always calm and being able to progress and keep the offense rolling, not just giving up on the guys because something bad done happened earlier in the game.
Can you share some of the halftime adjustments that you guys made that allowed the offense as a whole to be more successful?
Can you say that again?
Can you share some of the halftime adjustments that you guys made that allowed the offense as a whole to be more successful in the second half?
Just everybody look at each other, all around. Look who we got. We got each other out there on the field, not the coaches, not the strength staff, not the athletic trainers. It's just us. So we got to go out there and battle. That's something that was brought to our attention. And being able to let the coaches do their job and don't think too hard. Just go out there and play and have fun doing it.
Clean up your execution?
Yes, sir. Just clean up our execution.
Back to Chris's question on Justin, how do you describe what he has within him that during a bad first half allows him to not only steady himself but steady the group so that nobody feels like, oh man, it's caving in on us a little bit?
Yeah, because wait, can you say that again?
Yeah, just what Justin has within him that allows him to steady not only himself but the whole group when you guys have a long half of struggles like you had yesterday.
Yeah, that's just being a pro. That's being a vet. That's a big leap, especially for a second-year player, because I know y'all probably seen other players like pout, like get down, and probably blame fingers behind closed doors. But he just kept his composure and was able to lead the offense and orchestrate the correct way.
Coach Eberflus was asked about going against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers this week, and he said he's just focused on what you guys are doing and the fundamentals of the game. I'm just curious, as players, are you guys talking about the Packers? Like, are you already having that conversation that this is a big week?
Today was just a cleanup day from the previous game, but on Wednesday we'll come and talk about the Packers. So,
Byron, most divisions have a team that just kind of is on top and everybody's coming for them, and you were in that. You were on the right side of that situation, I guess, the last few years in Kansas City. What is that dynamic like when you are now in this position where you're on one of the teams that's chasing Green Bay?
we have new coaches, new players, a couple new players in the building. The goal never changed from any other 31 teams in the league. Everybody want to win the Super Bowl. Everybody want to win their division. So our goal is just to win 1-0 every week, every day, win our battle. And, we know they don't like us and we don't like them. So we already know what type of game it's going to be.
You were talking about this being a cleanup day. What's the process like with you, with the players and the coaches, as you guys kind of address your mistakes? And I know Coach Eberflus said he gives out player awards and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's more sort of the players to open up to see what they missed or what they see that can help make the play better, or what we was thinking on a missed assignment. It's one of those days, and being able to go like, oh man, I can attack them a different way. Like a defender, I can. This is an example. I can attack them a different way instead of speed releasing. I can double up next time, and make it look like the previous play, When
an opponent gives you gifts, right? They give you a few penalties on third downs. They drop an interception. What's the key for an offense to cash in to the fullest when you get a freebie like that?
Oh man. Anytime it's a penalty, you want to take full advantage of it anyway. That's just a bonus on what you've been practicing for all throughout the week. Like, we work hard, we play hard. So when we go out on Sundays, it's like kind of like our payday. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go out and spend all our money that we done worked hard for throughout the week. So when they give us a penalty, that's just like giving us an extra bonus on our pay. You know what I'm saying? So when we get in the goal zone across the 50, we want to capture with points, come away with points.